We're here at First Presbyterian in Magnolia, Arkansas, and we've replaced the video system and the speaker system here. Where there was the speaker configuration, the array in the ceiling, we've removed that, as well as the old projector that hung down. And we've got two JBL CBT100 LAs on for front of house, and then we've got two JBL CBT50s for what we call foldbacks or choir monitors. Let's start with the video system. The video system is two major components. It's the Blackmagic ATEM SDI Extreme, which is an 8-input SDI video switcher for live streaming. The other component is the companion to the cameras, which we've installed, and they are PTZOPTICS Move SEs, and they are a 20 by zoom PTZ camera. And then at the front, we have a 20 by PTZOPTICS Z cam. That's a stationary camera. And this is our preview monitor here for our camera system. This is camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, and camera 4, that's the Z cam right there. We have used camera 5 as a feed from the PC so that we can show the same presentations that are on the TV to the live stream audience if we want to. On the SDI Extreme, these buttons are our inputs. We push to select which input that we want to view on the live stream. Over here we've got three buttons actually. We've got a cut button, which you can see if I use the cut button, it goes straight to that input. But if I use the auto button, then that allows me to set certain presets for soft fades and things like that when I switch between them. The third is a FTB, which is fade to black, and if I push that, it's going to fade to black at the end. If I hit it again, it comes back, fades back in, and that's to start and stop my stream, so I can start from a black screen. There's a lot of other things going on right here. Up at the top are our audio inputs. We're utilizing microphone 1 input, so it is turned on. Here's volume up, volume down, and then there's an off button. There's also one for mic 2 if you want to connect something to mic 2. Mic 1 is coming from the console. It's auxiliary 2 on the console. And then this is the headphone connection. So there's a headphone connection right here, and the headphones, you can mute the headphones right there or turn the headphones up and down right here. And that way you can hear what the live stream audience is hearing and make adjustments as necessary on the console. Above each button, you have some buttons. You can turn the audio for that SDI input that's embedded in the SDI on and off. We don't want to utilize any of those, so they're all powered off, and this is the volume for those. You do have picture-in-picture options that you can turn on picture-in-picture, and you can see that we can show one camera in different ways on top of another. That's handy sometimes if you want to show a scripture or something like that over without cutting away from the video. On the HC Joy, which is the HuddleCam controller for the cameras, we've got all of our cameras here. We've got cam 1, 2, and 3, which are the ones that are controllable. Cam 4 is a stationary camera. And then here in the middle, we have preset buttons. So how I set a preset, let me go over here to cam 1 so where you can see it. There's cam 1. All right, and so I'll select cam 1 on here so I know that's what I'm controlling. And I'll grab the joystick controller here, and you can see I'm going to zoom out. I can zoom all the way out. This is our cam 1 is our rear camera. I'll go a little bit more to center. And then I can save that as maybe the first shot of the service, since that's when everyone is coming into service and things like that. So how I'll do that is I'll do set, and you can see on my little screen here, I'll do set preset 1 and enter. And there we have it. So how I know that it's saved is, let me go in and let's do something really odd here. And then I'll come down here and I'm going to hit 1. Yep. And just when I hit camera 1 and the number 1 button, it moves back to that preset. Okay. And so likewise, I can go through and I can set camera 1. I can set up to 10 presets here on the button. Then I can go to cam 2. And I'll switch to cam 2 on the controller so I can see it. I've got a close up there, but I'm going to go to cam 2 on the controller and I'm going to zoom it out. And this may be a good shot for the beginning of service or something like that. And if it is, we'll go to set 1, enter. Now, if I look at all of these cables up here, and I just hit the number 1, it goes right back. So I can go through the 3 PTZ cameras and set up to 10 presets. And we recommend starting at the beginning of the service as 1 all the way through to the end of a service. And so, in other words, camera 1, 2, and 3 are all, number 1 is all before the service begins. Number 2 is the first part of the service, all 3 cameras. That gives me 3 options for each part of the service. To adjust each camera manually, you've got up, down, you got left and right, and then you've got twist for a zoom in, twist left to zoom out. To stream, let's go to Facebook. All right, so we're going to click live video, go live. Instead of streaming software, we're just going to use a webcam. We're going to allow USB capture SDI is what we want to use for video, and audio is the same. So we can just stream straight to Facebook that way. I'm going to do the fade to black, and then we'll go live, and I'll fade in, and boom, and we can just go straight to stream. It can be that easy. And if we want to show the scripture, we can always do our picture-in-picture to lay that over. But other than that, we don't need to go through any other software to get that done. We can stream straight to Facebook. Now, if we want to do recording instead, OBS project is already set up and ready to go, and you can just hit start recording right there if you want to record and upload at a later date. It also has a streaming function, but you need to go into the settings, stream, select what you're streaming to, if it's YouTube or whatever, and set it up there by using the stream key and things like that. If it's just Facebook, then that's pretty straightforward. Facebook, if you've streamed to Facebook through another server, this is familiar to you, but there'll be a stream key that you'll copy from your Facebook Go Live page, and you'll paste it right here. Settings, stream. We'll do Facebook Live, stream key right there. We'll paste that in, click apply, click OK, and it will connect through OBS to Facebook. And OBS is pretty neat because you can bring in all kinds of other things. In our sources, we've got just a text, we've got window capture, we've got images, so we can do a logo and pull that in where you can just double click on it and it'll go to the logo. We've got straight from the browser. Quite a few things. Media source, we can actually bring in a separate IP camera from another location. There's just a lot of really cool things that you can do in OBS. But if you're just going to Facebook, then just remember you can't do stream to Facebook and to OBS simultaneously. You have to go through OBS using the stream key to get to Facebook or YouTube. All right, let's move on to the console really quick. So on the console, we've set it up where we've got our mains. Then aux 1 is our new choir speakers, our fold back speakers that point back toward the stage, and we can make adjustments there. Aux 2 is our live stream. So aux 2 is the output that goes to our live stream. So if we have issues that we're listening in our headphones and we have some adjustments we want to make, we're going to come over here, we're going to go to aux 2, and we're going to make those adjustments in the mix there. Okay, we're going to walk through Easy Worship really quick. We've installed that on the laptop there in the sound booth. So we're going to open Easy Worship. What you're going to have is the trial version, and we've got the I think we've got the full version on here. So it's going to be a little bit different. Let's see, continue. That's the screen that will pop up that you just saw to be able to register your version of Easy Worship. It is about $300, if I'm not mistaken, annually for Easy Worship. However, this is what you get for it. Down here at the bottom, you've got these trays, songs, all of the public domain songs are included. You have to download them, but they are free. So all of many hymns and things like that are already, if the copyright has expired, as a lot of the old hymns has, that is included in the songs. As well, you've got scriptures. It includes the King James and a couple of other versions. There are others, many others that you can buy or free that you can download to add to that. However, this is how the Easy Worship works. Down here at the bottom is your tray. In other words, it's all of the things that you can add to your presentation. It's all of your resources, if you will. And then over here on the left upper corner, this is where you build what's called your schedule. In other words, you're going to build in a linear fashion the things that you're going to use in your service. If I'm going to start out with Amazing Grace, I'm going to find Amazing Grace. I can search for it here, but then I'll grab it and drag it into my schedule, and there it is. Now you can see the different slides within the Amazing Grace song are listed here on the right, and I can click through those, and those will show up on my output right here, and it'll show up on the extended display, which is going to be the TV. And so I can click through those right here, and you can see it's default black background with white letters, which is high contrast, which is what I would recommend. Adding backgrounds, you can add moving backgrounds and all these different things, but it does reduce the contrast, and that's kind of an issue because of the smaller display and the larger space. So then if I go to the Scriptures tab, and I can search for scriptures, or I can go straight to it. So we'll take Genesis 2:7, and I'm just going to drag it into my schedule. And now if I click on it there, it shows up here on the screen. Now I can do multiples. There's a few ways of doing it, but what I like to do is I'll click on the scripture that I want. If I want 3 of them, instead of dragging 3 different verses in here, I can click on it. I can hold Control and click on the other ones. And now when I drag those in, you can see that they're all listed here. And I can just click through them. Boom, 8, 9, 10. And so that condenses this a little bit. So the next tray is the media tray. These are the default ones that come with Easy Worship. Is these just basically can be used for backgrounds. The wheat field one we've used quite a few times, but we can add more to it. These are all moving backgrounds or video in the video portion of this. So under this on the left, you see videos, images, and feeds, which can be a camera or something like that, so you can show your camera on the TV if you wanted to. You can also bring in parts of a DVD that is loaded in the computer, or you can bring in audio files. So if we go to images, you can see these are the images that are here, but I can come down here and hit the plus button, and I can add to any of these. So what this is going to do is it's going to give me an ability to add from my computer, add to my tray, to my media tray. So I can build it that way if I want to do bring in the church logo to be able to use it in a presentation, things like that. Same thing with videos. If I have a video that I've downloaded for a missions event or something like that, I can add it from my PC like that and bring that in here. And once it's in here, then I can just drag it into my schedule. And now when I click on the wheat field, there it is. And you can't see it, it's very subtle moving clouds in this video. And if I've got something in my schedule I don't want, I can just right click and remove from schedule. And I can correct it that way. Okay, and so then the next one is presentations. Now if you have some older PowerPoint presentations or something like that that you would like to bring into Easy Worship, you can do that. You click on the plus, actually no, let me back up, sorry, cancel. You come over here next to it and import PowerPoint file, the little arrow next to the plus. Import PowerPoint file or presentation file or new presentation. If you just click the plus, it's going to want you to make a new presentation, which you can do just like PowerPoint. You can do it in here and create your own presentation to be shown for a sermon or something like that. When you're done, you simply just drag that in, and all the slides will show up here, and you can just click through them. If we want to edit any of the way this appears with the black background and the white lettering, then we'll go to themes. We'll make sure that we're on song if that's the one we're editing, and then we can edit any of these if we want to. We'll just right click, edit song theme, and here's a moving background with the text. So what we're going to do, we'll go to inspector, see background. We can select some color fill, gradient fill. We're going to choose media fill, and then we can select another video. Let's go to the wheat field. And then here we can stretch it to make it fit like that, and done. And then we can change the font if we want or something like that, but then we'll apply, okay. And now we right click on that theme and set as default song theme. Now every song that we add, if we add America the Beautiful, we pull that in, you can see that the theme has changed. So the background is different now. So that's how we can change themes and edit these things. What I've done is I've actually deleted all of my themes at our church, and I have one, and I edit it as needed. And so I'll just edit that one theme because we don't have a lot of repetitive things, and so I'll just edit it when it's time when it's time to. But the same thing for scripture. There's different scripture themes that can be edited. But at our church, we only do the black background the way it comes because it's higher contrast and it's less noisy that way. And then, of course, there's our presentation background themes that we can edit. So that's Easy Worship. So we want to thank you guys for doing business with us. We hope we've made your AV easy, as our slogan says. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, Jerry at bensburg.tech or 870-814-0714. Thanks, guys.